Good morning. Hey, Syed, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great. It's a blessing day. I believe every day is a gift for me.
Oh yeah. No, it's today is awesome. Hey, so I'm remote. Sorry for the background. I've commandeered a conference room.
Sometimes it happens. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a
Everything
quick
good.
question for you, okay?
Sure.
So you and I have known each other for a bit, but the folks that are watching this video don't really know anything about you. So can you tell us, what is your name, where are you originally from, and what businesses did you start?
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be part of today and explore my experience. My name is Syed Islam. I'm originally from Bangladesh. It's next to the India, the Asian continent. And however, after my graduation from Bangladesh, I went to United Kingdom, London especially, for my master degree. So I have achieved my Master of Business Administration from Southampton Solent University in England. And after that, so I was like debating myself where I gonna be actually be situated in London or Canada or Australia, but I never think about United States. Then funny thing is that I was doing my last, thesis paper for MBA program, and one day, very early morning, I remember in UK. I got a call from one of my close, relatives from United States, and he's saying that, "Are you ready for get married?" I was thinking, I was not prepared that time what I should say. So, and I said, I will think about it. I'm in the middle something very important work need to be submitted for my research work, and after that I may have some time. Then I took like 1 week time from him, and I said it may be a good idea if I can finish my MBA program, and I would say yes. Then
Okay.
I got married, but my marriage was very interesting. It was Skype.
Your marriage wasn't very interesting. That's an understatement. So let's jump into that real quick. How did you get married?
So 2010-11, that time Skype was very popular, as you
Yeah.
know. So as you know, I'm in UK, my wife in United States. That is, is a distance problem that we cannot get together within certain, like, is a time frame. And perhaps I have nobody was in UK that time. I was alone, young guy, working two full-time job, like working in a university, getting degrees. So I was very busy, that time. But then it came to my mind that why we are not using the Skype then or online. I heard that a lot of people are using it. So I offered to them, and funny thing was they accepted. So they, gather one day. I remember it was early morning in the UK, but here I think 6 hour difference. So I would say around noon time. So we have like a discussion between, I created uncle, granddad, grandmom, everybody in London. So they say, no problem, we'll support you, we'll help you. So they was talking with my wife family, and finally, meeting was very, very meaningful, and we like each other, and we finally get married over the Skype. But interesting thing
Wait,
was,
you just kind of passed over that. You got married by Skype.
yes.
All right.
Basically on laptop. So I was holding laptop here. My wife was holding laptop, sorry, here, and I was holding a laptop in the United Kingdom, UK, and people are talking, and there is some process to go. And finally, we accepted. We said yes. But the funny thing was, one of my friends of mine, he's a Korean friend, and I invited to him for that, particular moment. So funny thing was, he brought the one local, like is a newspaper writer actually, but he was very interested to take some picture as well. And he said, Syed, if you don't mind, can you take some pictures? It might be a little more interesting if I publish tomorrow. I said, no problem. Oh my God. As soon as he put it down there, next day it was a kind of viral. Then, Daily Mirror, they published the news on the front page. This is very popular newspaper in United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I think the Daily Mail and a couple of TV newspaper, 17 TV internationally, they broadcast as news. I got a call from Australia. I got a call from New York City. So it was a really cool moment for me for a couple of days. I never think about that. That can be happen. But anyway,
So-
long story short,
Yeah.
it was really good experience, and it tell me something that actually human beings are very creative, and they can do a lot of stuff in different way and explore themselves.
Let me ask you a question real quick. You and I have sat down over coffee and we've discussed things, right? Can you tell me a little bit about your dad's background and what happened with your dad and your family and how you got to the UK?
That is really interesting and game changer, I would say.
Oh,
The folks who are going to be, hear my story, this is really meaningful. And if anybody wants to apply, I hope they can be as successful. My dad was a big dreamer, very big dreamer, honest, transparent, very good man. I would say it's not only for my dad, as a person's personality and perspective. I did not see any person yet, to be honest, like as my dad. I mean, he was very honest, very, very honest. I mean, sometimes, even though we were struggling for money and stuff like that, I saw my dad is, donating money or helping out to the people who needs, even though they don't think about myself, so he was a great motivator. My mom was also very supportive to me. I grew up in a very suburban area in Bangladesh. It's from town to my, like kind of village area was 10, 15 miles away, But I was also, get some idea that what is my dad wishing list and what he wants to be. So I figured out that he really wants to see me as a very successful, very, very successful, as a student life, as a dad, as a human being, as a, community leader. That was his desire, So one day he was telling me one story, and it's a really funny story. So my country was a British colony, and one guy was graduated from London, I would say that 1930s, very long time before, and he learned English very well. And in some point after finishing his graduation, he don't know the mother language anymore. and he came to like his native country, Bangladesh, and he was very sick, and he was trying to say to his mom, I need water, water, water. But mom was not understanding. Mom was giving to medicine, then food, this, that, but never give the water. Then he died. So uh, my dad is my dad was saying that the person is died by telling hotter, hotter, means that he was saying water, water, but mom didn't understand. So, but he was saying, my son, if you have a chance to get the degree from abroad, especially London, that's really knock in my mind one day. And I said, I don't know how to do it, my dad, but I will try my best, to get the things. And long story short, then after that, I finished my high school graduation, then went to the capital city, it's called Dhaka, and I was admitted in university. But sad part is that in my first year of the university, he passed away. He had a major heart attack. But, that moment was a game changer. I was asked myself, I can be a hero or I can be zero. I can make it, maybe I can break it. That's all I have in my tools. Very few, amount of money in the bank. I knew, even though, don't think about that, what he had left. But he had left one thing: be a dreamer, be a big dreamer. That's he liked. That was my biggest motivation to drive me, to put things together and set up goals that even though a human being never ever think about at that level. So I was totally broke. My mom was heartbroken. I was in young guy in the university first year. My sister was in college, so I was like a pilot for the family.
Right.
So but I was very dedicated. I was very dedicated. I was very transparent, and I was very confident that no matter what's going on, I will take a chance. Either I will fail or I will lose. It doesn't matter. If I fail, I will learn something. If I win, that's plus.
That's right.
So then, after finishing graduation, I was planning to go to London. So I applied for visa. First time embassies rejected to me. That's another part of the story. But I never give up. So I was fighting with them. Finally got the visa. Went to London. It was a great experience. I would say I met with a lot of good people. That's really I learned a lot about the life and the educational part of it.
See, you're not stating enough. You're kind of passing over a detail that I don't think most people would understand. You were full-time in school.
Right.
You were taking care of your mom because she had no income.
No.
You were supporting your sister who
Right.
had no substantial income. You were taking care of the family while you're full-time in school. But I forget one detail, and that is, how many jobs were you working through college and grad school?
So for job perspective, in my country, when I was doing graduation, like is a bachelor degree.
Right.
That time I had 2 jobs,
Right.
So I took, it's called 100% responsibility.
Right.
Not only for myself, for my family,
Yeah.
making sure the ship is running. So I was the main fuel
Right.
for whole ship. Let's put it that way. So I was lucky that that time I got one job from one of the American company, Horizon, they call it. It's kind of IT based. And I also doing some, tutoring job in the evening time. And plus, I was doing the like full-time, college as well. So sometimes, funny thing, I think I mentioned to you, my classmate, then they seen me very, very rarely in a month. When they saw me, they say, "Are you coming from back home, or are you going to back home?"
Yeah.
It means that they never seen me like in a month, so they thought that I'm coming from my, city that is 270 miles away from my, university,
Yep.
or either I'm going to the city to visit my mom.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a quick question about,
Yeah.
we have about 8 minutes left. And so I wanted to ask you, this I think is an important question. We have a lot of young men and dads who are not necessarily young, but they're challenged in different ways. They're trying to overcome different things. And sometimes having a word of encouragement or just somebody else's experience is enough to give them that fuel for the day, or give them some impetus for what they need to overcome.
First of all,
I wanted to ask this, if I may, what, being a dad and being a husband here in the States, given everything else that you've done with taking personal responsibility for your family and whatnot, what is one of the biggest things that you've had to overcome, and what did it teach you here?
Biggest thing is you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And passionate. You need to be passionate about something that's you really like it. So my winning strategy is like a slow but consistent. So right now I have a 3 business in the United States. When I came to United States 2014, I was in a corporate world, but it never makes me happy.
Right.
Then, I entered to home healthcare business. I have an office in Abington and Daffodil Home Care. I also expanded my home healthcare business in New Jersey, Somerset, New Jersey, that Moonlight Home Care. And in 2019, it came to my mind that by doing the business for, senior citizens, so I saw a lot of senior citizens is also struggling to sell their house and going to nursing facility.
Yeah.
That came to my mind, and I also took a real estate license, and I'm also now a realtor in Pennsylvania as well.
So you're providing that service.
Yes.
And you've had to be consistent. You had to learn discipline. You had to learn how to overcome these challenges. How does that affect you as being a dad and a husband?
This is really, challenging. This is a challenge. You have to be overcome your comfort zone. Like I normally wake up every morning 6 o'clock. That's my routine. So I have to wake up. I have to get ready for myself. I like morning walk. I have a nice neighborhood. After morning walk, I took my breakfast, take some coffee, make sure my day is going very well, well organized. You have to be consistent. You have to overcome your comfort zone and put yourself in a position where the challenge you see it. Maybe it's very uncomfortable to you, but as soon as you're doing over a period of time, those challenge you can easily be overcome. And as a dad, to be honest, you have to be very transparent and honest, and well-being of the people. Sometimes maybe people don't recognize what you are doing, but as soon as you're contributing to the community, you might be surprised. You will see some people are coming from the wood and say, "Thank you for doing this great job."
Yeah. You are you're a dedicated dad. You've got, remind me, 2 girls?
Yes, I have 2 girls. One is 7.5. One is just turned to the 4.
Yep.
Both of them are very precious and nice, and very good kids, understandable, but to be successful in this, in a country, in the United States, there is a lot of opportunities out there. If one thing is not working out to you, I would advise to you, try something else. And one thing is winning strategies, long-term goals. You have to be play with the long game, not a short game.
Yeah.
You have to make a plan from now to 5 years, 10 years, where you want to see yourself after 5 years, where you want to see yourself for after 10 years. And there should be some sort of, measure your success. I normally review my success every 6 months, making sure I'm on the track, make sure my big goals has been accomplished, and well-being for the community. You will get tremendous support for the community. I think most of the, because of we are in a digital world, a lot of people are kind of introvert, not extrovert. I'm extrovert. I come to the people. I say hello. There is very few people I see on the street. They come to me and say hello, but I'm the person I can go and say hello, like it's I did when I met with you.
Yeah. How we met. So we only have a couple minutes left, and I wanted to ask one last question before we end. You guys have been married now for 11 years or 12 years?
Close to 12 years, yes.
Close to 12 years. Okay. What do you think your life experiences have done to help you be a better husband?
It's really, I'm very blessed. And life experience I've been through as a dad is really like is a eye-openings for me. I became a better person than before. Not only take the responsibility for my family, supporting the family, motivating to the family, and encouraging the family members as a dad. And one example I can give you, you are the best example. Your own success is the best example for the biggest motivation, not only for you, for your community, for your family members, and for all. I'm very blessed to be a dad and take a full responsibility. You have to take 100% responsibility. No excuses. There shouldn't be any room for the excuses for not to do something. So I just eliminate that excuse. If I'm do the mistake, that's me. I'm the excuses. One last thing I want to just say, I met with one Jewish lady, and she was the survivor for the Second World War, and he was a gas chamber, but he survived that time. He told me one thing, and it's always keep in mind. Syed, if you really would like to become a good husband and want to peace in your family, one thing you need to do, you have to take 100% responsibility. You have to do it, support it. End of the day, you have to say sorry if I do anything to mistake. That's you have to say it. And I would say, why I should say excuse or sorry, why I should sorry to them? Because that's the way. No question, no answer. You might be did some mistake. They don't somebody like it, don't like it. So you have to do hard work, and end of the day you have to be sorry for them. That's gonna be peace gonna become to you. That's it.
Thank you. Listen, we only have a couple seconds left, so I'm gonna let you go. Syed, it's beautiful to see you again, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care and have
My
a blessed
pleasure.
day, and bless your family.
Same to you, and all that. Be safe, stay safe, be positive. Life is good, and you will be successful in one point. Thank you.
Take care, brother. Be well.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.